Almost since her joining, Malad, she faced serious misbehavior from the then teacher in charge of the school. And from a particular month, your lordships, from November to December, she could not join even. Then he approached this honorable court. She was allowed to join after filing the writ petition. Then your lordships, thereafter he applied for transfer because it was not possible for her in that atmosphere to continue her service. Well, the school didn't give no objection. They didn't give no objection certificate. Well, ultimately he moved. But there is a series of litigations. He succeeded once. Then Malad division bench remanded the matter back. Then ultimately said that the transfer order without no objection of the school cannot be made. Even the Supreme Court directed that he has to be considered. I'm not on that. During this period, he could not serve at all. He was not in a position to go to the school because he was captivated in a room for particular days also by the male teachers. This is such a situation.
Male teachers. All right.
And then your lordships.
Is it a co-ed school?
No. It's not a co-ed school.
But the male teachers are there.
I am not sure, Malad. It's a co-ed school. No. No.
Just এখানে petition এ কোথাও লেখা নেই by male.
Teacher in charge is himself is a Malad male.
All right.
Malad. Then your lordships, all on a sudden, in 2017, he was asked by the school authorities to join the school. He was not in a position because of this. Now, what happened? His non-joining of the school was is treated as
absence, unauthorized absence.
Unauthorized is a resignation.
A resignation.
Can it be done, your lawsuits or not?
All right.
I'm on.
All right. Yes. Then.
That's the point, your lawsuit. A resignation, basic question. Resignation is an act of intention. If I want to resign, I will write a letter, I want to resign. If I do not do that, and if you ask me to join, if I do not go to join, then it's a misconduct. This part, even by the amendment of the Rule 18, has been treated as misconduct. I just take your lawsuits to the the impugned orders. Then your lawsuits can get it. And since
is this a hearing matter?
Lordship.
That's almost.
The hearing matter.
I tell you, lawsuits, there is an appeal pending the against the transfer order was not allowed. That appeal was taken up by the division bench. I frankly submitted that appeal should not be heard right now because of the pendency. But the presiding judge was of the view that this has to be done.
What has to be done?
This he has to be allowed to join immediately in another, because in the meantime, board the school service commission transferred me in another school in Damdam, in his matrimonial district. But because of the no objection, ultimately I didn't succeed.
All right.
So division bench was of the view, the presiding judge more particularly, that he should be allowed to join that transferred school. Otherwise, ultimately, he will get everything without serving anything.
That is not correct, madam. I was in this matter.
1 minute.
Then
yes.
your lawsuits, what happened? I said this should not be because this is pending. Then ultimately said that you approach the learner single judge and get it done, dispose it off, so that we can hear. If you succeed, it's okay. If you do not succeed, then both the matters can be heard up. That's why we have brought it in your lawsuits list. If your lawsuits find that today is not possible, give me 15-20 minutes, I will take it, your lawsuits. But this is the situation, your lawsuits. Because the atrocities of the ruling party, a female teacher could not serve. And I will show you, lawsuit.
What is the period of absence?
From 2016.
That's the problem.
January 2016.
Let the petitioner say.
No, yes. The entire period, if your lawsuit 2016, 4th January 2016, and to till date.
From 2016 to 26, 10 years you are not serving.
I'm not in a position to go, my lord. If I go, I will be killed. In that situation, I was captivated. I have, my lord, even the DI's report says that once, just he should not be allowed to go there. I will show that, your lordships. The DI reported Then your lordships,
Captivated means what?
in a room, I tell
No,
your
no.
lordships,
Are you attached to any political party or something?
no,
Then why
I,
would
I,
people believe
I,
that we
I'm not
against you?
certain things, my lord, I could not subscribe to their certain views.
Well, and those persons, they are also there for 10 years.
Those persons, your lordships. Now the teacher in charge has also retired.
Yes.
That's your lordship in the meantime.
So
Now,
somebody new has joined.
and right now he says now joined. Probably I do not know, my lord. I'm not in a position to that. Now your lordships kindly will look at how this has. My lord, admittedly, I didn't join.
Yes.
My case, I could not. I will narrate your losses from the documents. Now, suppose, my lord, I could not join.
Where is that document to show that you resigned the...
That's I didn't resign.
All right, you show me.
I just take your losses
That
to
is the order.
page
Matlab.
130, place
130?
134.
Yes.
Just 134, not 134. Your losses, I take your losses to the impugned order. My lord, kindly come to page 162. 160, my lord, that's your losses. 161 first.
Yes.
This is your losses, kindly see, 23rd March 2021.
Yes.
This was not communicated to me even, but I got it subsequently from the board. In response to the letter dated memo such and such, an inquiry was conducted on 17th March 2021 at 11 a.m. in Bahara High School regarding unauthorized absence of Srimati Orpita Gui school from 8th January 2016 to till date of inquiry. By headmaster teaching and non-teaching staff were present over there. The observation of the inquiry as follows. It has been found from the teachers' attendance register of Bahara High School that Srimati Orpita Gui, assistant teacher, has been absent from 8th January 2016 to till date of inquiry. The photocopies of the teachers' assistance register was also attached with this report. Srimati Orpita Gui has drawn her last salary from the month of February 2016, and since March 2016, school authority did not draw any salary from Srimati Orpita Gui due to her absence without any leave application. 3. It has also been found that the school authority repeatedly sent letter 13 in numbers through registered post to Srimati Orpita Gui by asking her to join the school. The school authority also made a newspaper advertisement by asking her to join her duty, but Orpita Gui has not joined her duty in the aforesaid post. Then, Malad, your losses will find the photocopy of this. Pause here for a moment. These letters, right, asking me to join, I replied each of the letters.
Page 161 does not end over there. Page 162 is the signature of the assistant officer.
As Assistant Inspector of Schools.
And this is the end.
Yes.
All right.
Malad, here I just tell you lordships. Malad, if necessary, I will take your lordships. Each of the letter asking me to join, I replied with all documents that why I'm not in a position to join. Because all these letters were written by that particular teacher in charge. Then your lordships will find page 163. This is 6th September 2021. Maybe little eligible because all these I have not given in original. I have got it. Now your losses will find this was written by Assistant Secretary General Board to the headmaster. Kindly see subject unauthorized absence of Orpita Gui, memo number such and such. In reference to the letter of DI Birbhum, the under subject mentioned above, as period of as per the order of the president dated 31st August 2021, the post of Orpita Gui are hereby declared vacant. Lordships, these ordered vacant. Then your lordships kindly see 164. This is following the details of the vacant position. Kindly your lordships will find the following the details, your lordships, the details, something's there, post of education, all that. Only mala date of occurrence of vacancy, 16th September 2021. Kindly see cause due to resignation of Orpita Gui. This is the all I have resigned. Does it stand in the eye of law?
Show me the position of law.
That's your losses. (1964) is still. I'm referring to a judgment.
Not judgment. Show me the law first.
Law first. Now, I tell you losses. That has been annexed itself in the petition. Your lordships, kindly have a look at page 165.
Yes.
Now, my lord, kindly, my lord, this is a rule by notification dated 15 September 2017.
Hmm.
Now, my lord, kindly have a look at it. Here, the first things they mentioned, my lord, rules for the grant of leave to the teaching and non-teaching staff of recognized non-government secondary schools other than sponsored schools.
Hmm.
All schools now sponsored. How can this rule be applied first? The school is now a sponsored school from 2011, if I'm not wrong, your lordships.
Hmm.
Earlier, this was added. Now, this government, when came into power, Malad, they made all the schools sponsored. Your lordships, kindly remember it. Then your lordships will find next, Malad, the relevant page, your lordships. I will address that, Malad, page 169, rule 11.
Hmm.
Malad, may I just read out? No permanent teaching and non-teaching employee shall be granted leave of any and for any kind and for a continuous period of 5 years. Now, pause here for a moment. I cannot be granted leave continuously more than 5 years. That's the law. I have never applied for leave. What's my case? I could not join because of these actions, illegalities. Because I was threatened, I was captivated, I was not performed to duties. This was the case mine. Then where such an employee does not resume his or her duty after remaining on leave for a continuous period of 5 years, or where such an employee after the expiry of his or leave remains absent from duty, otherwise on ground of suspension for any period, which together with the period granted to him or her exceed 5 years, he or shall, unless the board on reference from the school authorities and in view of exceptional circumstances of the case otherwise determines, be deemed to have resigned. How does it apply? I'm putting a question to myself. I was never on leave. My all throughout case, your losses, I will place with your losses that I was not in a position to do because of these situations. Leave, I have to apply for leave. And if after expiry of leave period, if I do not resume, then I should be deemed to have been. This is a deeming provision. First, I have to apply for leave. Leave exceeds more than 5 years, but I do not resume my duty. Then this is to be deemed to have resigned. Where is the leave? Who granted leave? How the leave was granted?
Show me the documents to show that you were not in a position to join the school.
Now your losses, page your losses kindly consider. There are others, but one by one I will show to your losses. Page 73, 73 first. 72, Malad, that's 73 written. Now kindly see your losses. This was written to the Orpita Gui. For Orpita Gui to the
Page
superintendent of police.
72, you said?
72.
All right. Yes.
This was addressed to the superintendent of police, Birbhum. আপনি অবগত আছেন যে 6 বছর যাবত আমার বিদ্যালয় কর্তৃপক্ষ আমার প্রাপ্য সরকারি সুযোগ সুবিধা থেকে বঞ্চিত করে নানাভাবে মানসিক ও শারীরিক লাঞ্ছনা, প্রাণনাশের হুমকি সহ প্রায় 1 মাস বিদ্যালয়ে ঢুকতে দেয়নি। আপনাদের মধ্যস্থতায় বিদ্যালয় কর্তৃপক্ষ 2012 সালে জেলা শাসক বীরভূম মহাশয়ের দপ্তরের সিদ্ধান্তে আমার প্রাপ্য সমস্ত সুযোগ সুবিধা দিয়ে দেবে বলে লিখিতভাবে অঙ্গীকার করা সত্ত্বেও অদ্যাবধি সেগুলো দেয়নি, উল্টেভাবে নানার উপর আমার উপর অত্যাচারের মাত্রা বেড়েই চলেছে। কিছুদিন পর টিআইসি কাঞ্চন অধিকারী খয়রাসল হত্যাকাণ্ডে একজন স্থায়ী শিক্ষক সহ 2 জন হত্যাকাণ্ডে অভিযুক্ত হয়ে প্রায় 1 মাস পর জেল থেকে ছাড়া পেয়ে খুবই হিংস্র হয়ে ওঠে এবং আমাকে বিভিন্নভাবে অত্যাচার ও প্রাণনাশের হুমকি দিতে থাকে। এমনকি আমার স্বাক্ষরকে বা কারা বা জাল করে বিদ্যালয় কর্তৃপক্ষের বিরুদ্ধে পুলিশের কাছে মিথ্যা অভিযোগ করে আমাকে পর্যদস্ত প্রাণনাশের চেষ্টা চলতে থাকে। এর পিছনে টিআইসি দূরসুবন্দি আছে বলে মনে হয়। গত 2/1/16 তারিখে বিদ্যালয়ের টিআইসি হঠাৎ করে আমার ওপর নানা আক্রমণাত্মক কাজ করতে শুরু করে। গত 4/1/2023 তার নিজের ঘরে ডেকে পাঠালে গিয়ে দেখি টিআইসি ছাড়াও 3জন সহশিক্ষক যথাক্রমে পার্থসারথী মণ্ডল, সমীর চ্যাটার্জি, রঞ্জিত কুমার ঘোষ উপস্থিত আছেন। এরপর ওনারা 4জন মিলে আমাকে আটকে রেখে টানা 45 মিনিট নানা ভীতি প্রদর্শন করে ওনাদের বক্তব্য মতো কাগজে স্বাক্ষর করে দেওয়ার জন্য জোরাজুরি করতে থাকে। টিআইসি বারবার হিমকিশোরে বলতে থাকে আমি টিআইসির কাছ থেকে আজ পর্যন্ত সমস্ত আরটিআই এর উত্তর সব পেয়েছি বলে স্বাক্ষর করে দিতে হবে। এই সময় বাকি 3জন শিক্ষক বারংবার বলতে থাকে তাদের লেখা মতো কাগজে আমাকে স্বাক্ষর করে দিতে হবে বলে চাপ দিতে থাকে এবং আমাকে টিআইসির পদ গ্রহণ করতে হবে বলে সকলে মিলে চাপ দিতে থাকে। আমি বারংবার বলি আমাকে টিআইসি যে উত্তরগুলি দেবেন তা রিসিভ করে দেব, কিন্তু সে কথায় কর্ণপাত না করে 4জনই ভীতি প্রদর্শনের সুরে ওদের বক্তব্য মতো কাগজে আমাকে স্বাক্ষরের জন্য ব্যাপক চাপ সৃষ্টি করতে থাকে। এখানে উল্লেখ যে টিআইসি বড়রা গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের উপপ্রধান এবং একজন প্রভাবশালী রাজনৈতিক ব্যক্তি হচ্ছেন। মানে at that point of time this particular man মানে off and on became the picture in the newspaper, this particular man. এরপর 7/1/2016 তারিখে পুনরায় টিআইসি ওনার ঘরে ডেকে পাঠালে গিয়ে দেখি উল্লেখিত 4জন শিক্ষক ছাড়াও এক শিক্ষিকা মৃদুলা দত্ত ওখানে হাজির আছেন। এরপর টিআইসি সহ 4জন শিক্ষক একত্রে মিলে আমার উপর চড়াও হয়ে আমাকে সাদা কাগজে স্বাক্ষর করে দিতে হয় বলে দাবি জানাতে থাকে, নতুবা আমাকে এক্ষুনি চাকরি করতে দেওয়া হবে না, উপরন্তু আমার উপর শ্লীলতাহানি ও আমাকে খুন করা হবে বলে শাসাতে থাকে। এই সময় শিক্ষিকা মৃদুলা দত্ত আমাকে জোর করে ধরে রেখে উক্ত 4জন শিক্ষক আমার উপর পাশবিক অত্যাচার চালানোর জন্য উৎসাহিত করতে থাকে এবং জোরে জোরে চিৎকার করে বলতে থাকে এরা তোমাকে কিছু যদি না করে তাহলে আমি বাইরে গিয়ে লোক ফিট করে গাড়ি থেকে নামিয়ে ব্যবস্থা করে দেবো। এরা 5জন মিলে আমাকে জোর করে আটকে রেখে 1 ঘন্টা যাবত অত্যাচার চালায়। আমি প্রাণ ভয়ে মরিয়া হয়ে কোনো মতে ওদের হাত থেকে ছাড়িয়ে নিকটবর্তী কাঁকড়াতলা থানায় আশ্রয় নিই। এরপর আমি অসুস্থ বোধ করতে থাকি। থানায় ওদের নামে এফআইআর করতে চাইলে থানা থেকে আমাকে কাগজ সরবরাহ করে অভিযোগপত্র লিখতে বলা হয়। তখন আমাকে মৃত্যু ভয় ও চরম অসহায়তা গ্রাস করেছে। কোন রকমে অভিযোগ লিখি, লেখার সময় এতটাই অসহায় অসুস্থ লাগছিল যে আমি সকলের নাম পর্যন্ত মনে করতে পারছিলাম না এবং ঘটনায় সব গুছিয়ে লিখতে পারি। পুলিশ অবশ্য আমার সাথে ভালো ব্যবহার করে। এরপর থানার ওসি সাহেব আমার সঙ্গে প্রায় 10 মিনিট ধরে আমার সাথে বিভিন্ন কথা বলে আমাকে স্বাভাবিক করার চেষ্টা করে। ওসি সাহেব ভদ্রভাবে বলেন আমরা পুলিশ হয়ে দিনের বেলায় বড়রা গ্রামে ঢুকতে ভয় পাই আর আপনি ওদের বিরুদ্ধাচরণ করেছেন, ওরা ক্ষমতাশীল ব্যক্তি, তবে আপনাকে মনে শক্ত করতে হবে যতই হোক আপনি এখানে চাকুরি করবেন। পুলিশ মৌখিকভাবে আশ্বাস দেন যে আইন মোতাবেক ব্যবস্থা নেব, কিন্তু আপনাকে আমরা নিরাপত্তা দিতে পারবো না। ওনাদের পরামর্শে দুবরাজপুরে ভাড়া বাড়িতে কোনো মতে প্রাণটুকু নিয়ে ফিরে আসি। টিআইসি উক্ত শিক্ষক গণ আমাকে চাকুরি থেকে উৎকট করতে চাইছেন। ভাড়া বাড়িতে আমি এবং আমার 2.5 বছরের অসুস্থ সন্তানকে নিয়ে একা থাকি। আমার বাড়ি থেকে বিদ্যালয়ের দূরত্ব 300 কিলোমিটারের বেশি এবং খুব অসহায় ভাবে এখানে মানে দ্যাটস মালার ইন নর্থ 24 পরগনা। বর্তমান পরিস্থিতিতে বিদ্যালয় আমি নিরাপত্তার অভাব বোধ করছি এবং যে কোনো সময় আমার শ্লীলতাহানি ও প্রাণনাশের আশঙ্কা করছি এবং আমরা গত 7/1/20 কাঁকড়াতলা থানার দাবিপত্রে শিক্ষক সমীর চ্যাটার্জি ও শিক্ষিকা মৃদুলা দত্ত নাম অনুভুক্ত করার জন্য আমার নিকট একান্ত আবেদন এবং এও আবেদন জানাচ্ছি আমি যাতে বিদ্যালয়ের চাকরি নিরাপত্তার সঙ্গে করতে ব্যবস্থা অনুরোধের জন্য। This is the first day your losses will find one after another, page 76, 74, then you'll all up to page 83. I will take your losses, the last one, page 83. All that. Now, one report I just showed your losses up to 90 your losses will find. Now your losses will find one of the days later. I just take your losses to that. In this situation, kindly come to page 19, my lord, 59. 59. This goes on from 2011. Look, since I submitted before losses that I applied for transfer, but no objection was not given TIC. This was not being proceeded with. Kindly have a look. This is the letter dated 22nd July 2014 by the District Inspector of Schools to the Chairman of the Commission. transfer of Srimati Orpita Gui, 80 Bahura High School. In reference to the order of the Commissioner of the School Education, I request again to transfer Srimati Orpita Gui to Belghoria such and such from Bahura High School. DI wrote letter, transfer her. Then, your lordships, I have personally investigated and verified that the working condition for Srimati Orpita Gui in Bahura High School is not at all congenial for her. The conditions are having an adverse effect on her mind, and it is almost impossible for her to continue her service in that school. So I would earnestly urge you to transfer her as early as possible to that school. Malad, on technical ground on the whether without no objection, because education teacher I was alone. That's the point your losses kindly consider. If an alone teacher was that, initial view was that a single teacher should not be transferred. If I'm not Malad recollect incorrectly, first judgment was Justice Indira Banerjee. This cannot be. You cannot force me because of single teacher to keep her in a particular post or him in a particular post, if law permits you to go in another school. So this is the situation, your losses. I can take your losses at least 25 letters and documents. Does it constitute, according to me, my lord, an act of resignation? They didn't. I just take your lordships. Your lordship, I placed your lordship page 61. He says attendance register. They are all puppets, my lord. This assistant inspector of schools, all that. My lord, once he said that the attendance register do not record my attendance, but I give you the representation narrating the entire facts. At least one line reflection should be here. I show your lordships what are the representations. I take your lordships. My lord, your lordships will find.
Who's for the state?
Page 153.
Mr. Ronalsa is for the state.
Where is he?
This morning, his sister is passed away, so he.
The matter is going on and you did not feel the requirement of mentioning this before the court?
Just, I don't want to interrupt. That's why I was quietly waiting for.
And is Ranjan Shah assisting anybody or anybody assisting him?
Kudit Chatterjee, I guess, is assisting him.
Where is he?
But I don't know.
Now, kindly look at page 143, 53. The inquiry was done from the office of the DI, and the inquiry officer of the assistant inspector of schools attached to the office of the DI at page 160, 163, not 161. Now, kindly look at, this is the inspection report of 23rd March 2021. I reply, my lord, all these facts I brought it to the notice of the DI because they are asking me to join from 2017. Please come and join. Please come and join. Kindly look at page 153. On 24th October 2020.
Tell me one thing. After the vacancy was declared, has steps been taken to fill up the vacancy?
That I am not in a position, school probably will be said. But I have been transferred to another school in the meantime.
Where is the transfer order?
That I will show to your lordships. That order of transfer. But I could not. I just give you the order of transfer. For that.
The school is here.
Yes.
You are there for this school.
I just showed you. Transfer to page 98. And issued by the transferred school, issued also the appointment letter 99. Because this was not given effect to by any of the authorities. I wanted to join the transferred school. But without, my lord, unless my lord, the no objection certificate is given, I cannot do that. I requested them to release me.
98 is the transfer order and the...
Page 99 is the appointment letter by the transferred school. But I have to take the release, my lord, formally. And page 100 is my prayer for releasing.
All right, I have followed. Yes, board.
But we have acted on basis of the.
Show me the law, please.
Yes, well,
Deemed resignation?
Yes. My lord, that is already annexed, my lord.
Hmm.
Learned friend have already annexed the leave rules, your lordship.
Hmm.
It is at page 169. My lord, here, my lord. Lord, it says, no permanent teaching or non-teaching employee shall be granted leave of any kind for a continuous period of exceeding 5 years. Lord, here, it does not mean that the particular candidate will have to make an application for leave. There might be an unauthorized absence, as in the case of the petitioner, without any application, there is an absence. So, my lord, suppose a person is absent for 4 years. So, my lord, for 5 years. So, that 5 years can be considered as a leave. Even if it is an unauthorized absence, it can be regularized with pay or without pay. But if it is more than 5 years, it should be considered as deemed resignation, which it says, my lord, may I read once again?
No, I have followed that.
Yes.
So this is your submission that it is
No,
deemed
so
resignation.
as per the rules, my lord,
It
as
is deemed
here,
resignation.
one submission. My lord, this same DI, we have acted upon the report of the DI, where DI said that this thing has been done. After we have declared this petitioner as resigned or as deemed resignation, and we made the post vacant, my lord, the petitioner made an application before the president of the board, narrating all these incidents which was not before the board when the decision was taken. So, my lord, my instruction is lordship, because this is a fact. This petition has faced all these things which were not before us when we have decided. Well, if you lordship direct, lordship, we can reopen the case.
All right, that is
Clearly.
all right.
But even here, Krishna,
That is all right. That is later on. You are for the school.
My lord,
There is already a transfer order at page 98.
my lord.
Why are you not issuing the no objection certificate?
My lord, at this juncture, my lord, I would like to, my lord, say, my lord,
the question doesn't arise.
You
present
please
management
wait.
committee, my lord, wants to, my lord, relinquish all the litigations.
Wants to end all litigation. When will the no objection be issued?
My lord,
I am keeping it 1 week hence. Issue the no objection immediately.
No objection and the order of release.
Order of release. I'll take care of that.
Yes, as we could know, my lord,
I'll take care of that. Please come.
my lord, this no objection will not help her.
It will help. The court will be there. The petitioner. Claims